Hello and welcome to Module 5 of Hospitality Management. In this module, we shall be discussing transportation and tourism management in hospitality management. Just like we said earlier, transportation and tourism is one of the major components of hospitality management. In this module, we shall be looking at the module content, some of which include the definition of tourism and type of tourist, the component and system of tourism, tourism planning, transportation and tourism and its types, relationship between transportation and tourism, and then we will make our conclusion. Let's begin with the introduction, the vital link. Tourism is the movement of people. Transportation is the enabling force that makes it possible. It simply means that for a tourism to take place, there must be what? Movement of people from one place to another. The core concept. Transport and tourism management is the multidisciplinary field focused on coordinating the logistics, service, and experience that facilitates seamless travel for leisure and business. In hospitality, this means integrating transport options like shuttle tour with accommodation as well as food and beverage to create a complete, comfortable guest journey. Let us proceed with the definition of tourism. What is tourism? According to the definition of UN, tourism is being defined as the activities of persons traveling to and staying in a place outside their usual environment for not more than one consecutive year for leisure, business, and other purposes. The key criteria here is in the definition is the travel the travel outside one's usual environment. That is to say, the movement must be outside one's usual environment. Then the stay is temporary, usually less than 1 year. Then the purpose is not to be paid from within the place visited. So these are the key main elements in this definition of tourism. Now let's look at types of tourists. Tourists are categorized by their purpose and origin. Number one type of tourist is domestic tourists. This involves travels within their own country. Example, this type of tourist is a tourism that involves within a defined geographical area. For example, a Lagos residing visiting Calabar. So somebody living in Lagos decided to visit Calabar for a particular purpose. So that type of tourism is called domestic. Then we have international tourists. This involves tourists across an international border. For example, Nigerian visiting Paris, so it is an international tourist. We have business tourists, travel for work, meeting or conference. So this is the type of tourist that involves business activities. Then we have leisure tourists. These involve travel for relaxation and enjoyment, such as beach holiday. We have adventure tourists. This seeks thrills and physical activity like hiking, skydiving. So this type of tourist is called adventure tourist. Then we have cultural tourists. These involve the explore of heritage activities like the explore heritage, history, and local tradition. For example, festival, museums. These are examples of cultural tourists. Let's move ahead with the core component. That's the 5 A's of tourism. The essential element that makes up any tourist destination include attraction. the pull factor. This is something that attracts people to embark on tourism, like the natural activities, culture. It could be nature, it could be culture, it could be built or mansion that attract people to visit a particular place. Then accessibility is another 5A, one of the 5A's, which is ease of reaching and moving within that's the means of transportation. That is what we mean by accessibility. Then accommodation is another element in tourism. For a tourist to take place, there must be an accommodation. Then the fourth A is amenities. These are supporting services like food and beverage, shopping, banks, hospital. Then the last but not the least is activities. This is experience at the destination. That is the activities that take place at the destination of the tourism. Having known that, let's look at the tourism system using LIPA's model. Yes, tourism functions as an interdependent system with three geographical regions. The first one is traveler generating region, TGR, where the trip begin and end. That is source of push factor. Then we have transit route region. These involve the path and network used to travel, which involve the air, the road, and the rail. That's the transit route. It has to do with the transportation involved in the tourism. Then number three in the system is the tourist destination region. The area that attract visitors. That's the tourist destination. That's the place where the tourism take place. All connected by the tourism industry. That's the transportation, accommodation, attraction, and influenced by external environment. That is political, social, and economic. Now let's look at planning for tourism. In planning for tourism, this involves destination level planning. That is a strategy, a structured process for sustainable development. In this involves analyze and research, vision and goal settings, strategy and action plan, implementation and monitoring, and evaluation. It focuses on maximizing benefit, so both social and economic, while minimizing the negative impact. That is the environmental factor. Then at the individual level, that is personal trip planning, the individual processes, choose destination, set budget, book the means of transportation and lodging, plan activities, and then prepare and go for the tourism. So these are the planning strategies involved in tourism. Now let us look at the role of transportation in tourism. Just like we said, transport is the fundamental pillar without which tourism cannot exist. The key role played by transportation in tourism include enabler. It provides the critical link between the origin and the destination of the world, the tourism. Growth driver. Technological advances, its enhanced technological advances have historical fuel tourism's expansion. That is to say that transportation has helped in technological advances. Experience shaper, the quality, the safety, and the comfort of travelers directly impact tourist satisfaction. Economic catalyst, it creates jobs and stimulates spending across related sectors. That's the multiplier effect. Provides mobility. This is the key function. It allows movement within the destination. So transportation play a vital role in tourism, without which tourism cannot take place. Now let us look at typologies of transportation in tourism as it was categorized by the mode and the purpose. Now we have air transport, essential for long haul international travel. So air transport is mostly used for international tourism, such as commercial flights and charters. Then we have road transportation, mostly flexible for short, medium distances. It is mostly used in domestic tourism. Then we have railway transport, reliable and scenic for intercity travel. High speed rail, luxury tourist, these are the example. Then we have water transport for leisure and access. Cruise ship, example like cruise ship, ferries and riverboat are used for in this type of tourism. The journey itself can be a major part of the tourism's experience. So these are the typologies of transportation we have that can facilitate tourism. Now let us look at the symbiotic relationship between transportation and what? Tourism. Transportation and tourism share mutually dependent circular relationship. Transport versus tourism. Transport improve accessibility, new airport, faster train enables tourism growth by making destination reachable. So without transportation, the destination for tourism can never be reached. Then tourism to transportation, it increase tourist demand, drives and justified investment in better transport infrastructure and services. Then let us look at the result. A continuous circle of development where each fuels the advancement of the other, shaping global travels pattern. It simply means that transportation influences tourism, and tourism, on the other hand, influences transportation. So they all have a symbiotic relationship whereby one influences the other and vice versa. In conclusion, tourism is a complex system of component 5 A's. That's the actors. Just like we mentioned, the attraction, the accommodation, amenities, and all that facilitate tourism and geographical region. So tourism is a complex system of components, which is the 5 A's. Transportation is the indispensable catalyst that enables the entire system of tourism to function. Effective planning at both destination and personal level is the key to sustainable and rewarding travel experience. The symbiotic relationship between transport and tourism is the engine of global travel, driving economic development and cultural exchange. Thank you and God bless you.